LoreWarrior Online, Mercenaries. Blue Star Irregulars. Against all odds. Kerensky's war against Amaris the Usurper lasted from 2767 to 2779. 12 long years of hardship and deprivation as the Star League Defense Force ground down Amaris's armies and advanced toward Terra. After the Civil War, Alexander Kerensky created the Blue Star Medal to recognize mech warriors who displayed unswerving loyalty and devotion to duty in the face of overwhelming obstacles. Only 37 of these medals, known as the Blue Star of Kerensky, were ever awarded. When Kerensky called for the Exodus, gathering to him the core of the SLDF in preparation for the massive emigration, all 37 Blue Star recipients chose to remain behind and continue to serve the Inner Sphere. Within a year of the Exodus, 3 recipients retired and 2 others dropped from sight. Then in 2788, as the First Succession War tore the Star League apart, Blue Star recipient Colonel Jeremiah Brighton put out the call for all other Blue Star holders to join him in an effort to preserve their honour and traditions. All 32 remaining recipients answered his call and brought the remnants of their former SLDF units along with them. The 3 regiments formed with these troops, the 1894 Light Horse, the Avatars of Painful Death, and the 21st Rimworld's Mech Regiment, comprised the Blue Star Irregulars. The regiments chose House Davian from among the great houses as the contender truest to Star League ideals and entered service with the Federated Sons. For more than 350 years these regiments remained together and devoted to House Davian. When Prince Hansa Davian accepted the Steiner peace offering and formed the Federated Commonwealth, it seemed as if the mercenaries' dream of a reunited Star League might be at hand. The return of Kerensky. Initially, the Blue Star Irregulars refused to believe the rumours of the clan's SLDF origins. When the point became irrefutable, however, the Regulars requested immediate posting to the clan front, so that they might challenge these perversions of Kerensky's legacy. They made it just as the two-year truce brought a relative peace back to the Inner Sphere, and resigned themselves to preparations against the day when the clans would roll forward again. But the Jade Falcons surprised them. Striking out at the 21st Rimworld's regiment stationed on Fort Loudon, apparently the clan warriors had heard of the Irregulars' SLDF origins and wished to prove themselves against such worthy opponents. The Falcons first captured the regiment's jump ships, then proceeded to overwhelm the mercenaries in a prolonged assault. Only 2 shattered companies remained, hidden in the planet's mountains, and by the time a relief force arrived, the Jade Falcons had pulled back to the occupied world of Quarell, convinced of their superiority. The other 2 irregular regiments immediately petitioned Morgan Hassick Davian for permission to assault Quarell. At his reluctant approval, the regiments jumped into the Quarell system, and to their detriment ignored the Falcons' request for a bachal. Consequently, 3 clusters of Falcon Omnimex prepared to meet the mercenaries' ground assault, while a single Falcon Fridassa-class corvette and Falcon Omnifighters launched an attack against the Blue Star jump ships. This time, the Falcon aerospace attack was met by the mercenary fighter regiment Hell's Black Aces, which emerged from hidden positions and quickly claimed space superiority over Quarell. The clan warship seemed undeterred, however, and when it attempted to close with a severely damaged Blue Star jump ship, the jump ship captain was forced to ram the Falcon vessel with his own. The dangerous tactic worked, destroying the warship's primary command centre. The Black Aces claimed it and an escorting Falcon dropship in the name of the Blue Star Irregulars. The mercenaries fared less well on the ground. Unable to overcome the Falcon's technological and numerical advantages, the 1894 Light Horse managed to hold its own and destroy several Jade Falcon supply dumps, but the Avatars soon became trapped between 2 Falcon clusters. Before the Light Horse could act, the Falcons collapsed their trap around the Avatars and destroyed the regiment. Realising that the battle was lost, Colonel Alexander Duff Gordon led his Light Horse against a large Falcon supply cache and captured it. He then issued a challenge to the Falcon commander, Star Colonel Padrick Shi Lu, offering the supply cache and captured Falcon warship against the lives of any captured Avatar or Rimworld warriors. All captured Blue Star medals and safe conduct was also part of the deal. Within minutes, Duff Gordon and 7 Blue Star mech warriors were facing Star Colonel Padrick and 4 Falcon mech warriors on the plains of Richelieu. Duff Gordon managed to kill Star Colonel Padrick before his Warhammer's fusion engine overheated and exploded, and in the end, only 2 of the Irregulars remained alive, but they had won the challenge. The Irregulars returned to Rastalgethi, where they mourned their losses, and began to rebuild for the day they would face the clans again. Command: Though a Blue Star medal is no longer a prerequisite for general membership in the Irregulars, it remains a requirement for regimental commanders in the unit. Traditionally, medals are passed down within the unit. A Blue Star medal boosts a warrior's chance for obtaining a command position, though it doesn't guarantee such a position. The commanding officer of the 1894th Light Horse is considered the CO of all Blue Star regiments for purposes of contracts, and in the event of joint operations such as the Quarell assault. The Irregulars are extremely loyal to Victor Davian and have recently moved to Moorgate in the Ark Royal Defence Cordon, where they continue to operate in Victor's name. Available forces and organisation. Over the past 6 years, the Blue Star Irregulars have rebuilt the 21st Rimworld's Regiment using 2 regiment survivors rescued from Fort Loudon, survivors from the Avatars, and veteran mech warriors dispossessed during the clan invasion. Outfitting the unit has cost the Irregulars most of their reserve fund and forced them to solicit several large loans from the Federated Commonwealth. However, the reconstituted 21st Rimworld's Regiment is now considered a veteran B+ unit in the Dragoon database, and the 1894th Light Horse is rated A star. Both regiments employ regimental and battalion command lancers. The Light Horse works well in combined arms operations, but the 21st Rimworld still lacks appropriate supporting forces for such tactics. All the Irregulars field advanced machines as a result of extensive refits, the capture of the Falcon supply cache, and the unit's recent major investment in new mechs. The entire unit fields only 1 battalion worth of Clan Tech Omnis and battle mechs, but many of the Blue Star mechs feature Clan Tech weapons and systems. Consequently, the Dragoons rate the unit at 80% upgraded. Technical and transportation support. The Irregulars retain a tech staff large enough to handle 90% of the unit's average maintenance requirements. These technicians are competent in the maintenance and replacement of clan systems, having been schooled in recent years on outreach, but must still rely on others, the Dragoons, Kellhounds, and so on, to accurately repair any damaged clan tech equipment. The Irregulars' transportation assets, which can accommodate all of the command's battlefield units, including a captured Fridassa-class warship, now known as the Kerensky's Blues, has been repaired and partially refitted by Wolf's Dragoons. The warship still contains approximately half its clan tech weaponry. The clan dropship captured at the same time was gratefully awarded to the Black Aces as their share of the salvage. Colours and insignia. Blue Star field uniforms consist of dark blue, silver-trimmed flight suits for pilots, dark blue one-piece bodysuits for mech warriors, and dark blue padded camouflage fatigues for armormen and infantry troops. The Blue Star dress uniform consists of dark blue trousers with dark silver piping, a dark silver banded collar shirt and dark blue vest, a jacket cape and knee-high black boots complete the officer dress uniform. Enlisted ranks wear a standard jacket. Rank and unit insignia are worn on the left sleeve cuff on both jacket and shirt. For their mechs and vehicles, the 1894th used dark blue paint with lots of silver steel striping. The 21st Rimworlds use a solid dark blue scheme that appears black under any but the best lighting. The Force insignia is a blue steel star set against a silver shield. The insignia is painted on the upper left torsos of mechs. Unit members also wear the insignia as a patch on the left breast of their uniforms. Regimental crests are worn as patches on the left sleeve above the rank insignia. The Blue Star Irregulars still hold 32 Blue Star medals, distributed amongst members of the unit. 1894th Light Horse, Keepers of the Flame. The 1894th Light Horse is renowned for its loyalty to its fellow Blue Star regiments and House Davian. The 1894th helped rebuild the 21st Rimworlds and Avatars and instituted a massive program to train both regiments in anti-clan tactics following the near destruction of the shattered units on Fort Loudon and Quarell. The 1894th showed its loyalty to House Davian when Catherine Steiner Davian invited the Irregulars to support her shortly after the formation of the Lyran Alliance in 3057, claiming that she would never have sent them to the clan front without adequate preparation. As she accused her brother Victor Davian of doing, she suggested that the unit remain in Lyran space as a most favoured command. The 1894 sent Catherine a cryptic reply in early 3058 stating, "The Blue Star Irregulars will forever support a rightful claim to the Federated Commonwealth." The unit then abandoned Rasselgethy and moved to Moorgate, where it now garrisons the centre of the Ark Royal Defence Cordon. This action forced Catherine to scramble to put a new garrison unit into place before Clan Jade Falcon realised that Rasselgethy stood undefended. The Light Horse regimental insignia is a galloping white and brown pinto, facing to the right, which is painted on the lower right torso of mechs. Sparks and silver blue stars surround its feet as if struck from the ground on which it runs, and the stars trail out behind it in a swathe across the entire lower torso of the mech. Stars are outlined in red for every kill a machine has acquired. Aerospace fighters replace the Pinto with a light blue Pegasus, the winged horse of Greek myth. Armour unit insignia features a Clydesdale. Dragoons rate them at A star. Officers. A former Kensei Kami instructor for the Draconis Combine, Colonel Raldin Luai fled Kurita space after the Fourth Succession War. When the Kensei Kami program was shut down, a few years later in 3034, he turned mercenary and joined the Irregulars. He earned his Blue Star Medal in the War of 3039. Tactics. The 1894th can keep a tight formation even when moving at high speed. The unit often uses this capability to take an enemy unaware, striking from flank positions where enemy forces commonly stretch themselves too thin. Unfortunately, Blue Star armor forces frequently lag behind the main irregular forces during such attacks. 1894th Light Horse Regiment considered elite, with fanatical loyalty. CO Colonel Raldin Luai, XO 1st Battalion Lieutenant Colonel Patricia Christensen, 2nd Battalion Major Tracy Jameson, 3rd Battalion Major Wu Seng Tang. The 1894th employs one clan Omni-Mech Company, one clan Battle-Mech Company, and an additional battalion of advanced mechs fitted with an incredible amount of clan tech equipment that has earned the unit an 80% upgrade rating. The Regimental Command Lance is a strengthened unit of 6 battle mechs. Battalion Command Lances are maintained at standard strength. Generally, each Light Horse Battalion comprises one Heavy Company, one Medium Company, and 2 mixed Light-Medium Companies. The Star Hunters. Strengthened Wing Elite Fanatical Troops. Wing Commander Major Iso Kasigi. The 1894th Star Hunters field 26 fighters, primarily light designs interspersed with a few medium designs. All fighters have at least one primary clan-tech weapon and are grouped into 4 squadrons. The 1894th Cavalry, 2 battalions of veteran troops, fanatical loyalty. Armour commander is Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Brickerhoff. The 1894th's Cavalry heavy armour enables it to perform line-holding duty and engage the enemy without direct battle-mech support when necessary. The Demolisher and Sturmfeuer designs are particular favourites amongst the cavalry drivers. 1894th Tactical Recon Group, Battalion, Regular Fanatical Troops. Infantry Commander Major Karsten Rappel-Hadron. The 1894th Tactical Recon are reconnaissance and covert action specialists. TAC Recon's 1st Company is equipped with VTOLs, while 2nd and 3rd Companies are a mix of scouts, demolition experts, and communication specialists. All work together to gather and assess intelligence, then pass this finding along to the regiment, or act on them as necessary. 21st Rimworld, Riding the Phoenix. When the casualties and damage were assessed following the fighting on Fort Loudon, only 32 mech warriors and 28 salvageable battle mechs remained of the 21st Rimworlds and the Avatars. The Irregulars interpreted the number as a good sign, because the Irregulars were originally formed around 32 Blue Star recipients. By recruiting dispossessed mech warriors, the Irregulars managed to speed up the normally slow rate of rebuilding and select new members from a pool of skilled fighters. Most of the formerly dispossessed mech warriors responded with fanatical devotion to the tradition and tactics of the Blue Star Irregulars. The 21st Rimworlds Regiment currently holds 8 of the 32 Blue Star medals, a situation expected to change as new recruits are fully accepted and current holders pass on their medals. The new insignia of the 21st Rimworlds is a phoenix, painted on the lower right torso of a mech. The phoenix is ablaze in blue fire, throwing off sparks and blue stars in all directions. Stars are trimmed in red to denote each individual kill. Dragoon's rating is B+. Officers. Colonel Rhaegar Jekelian received her Blue Star Medal for her service with the 21st Rimworlds on Fort Loudon, and her service with the Avatars on Quarell, actions that have also earned her a reputation as unkillable. Major Hank Hatfield McCoy is an aggressive warrior who unfortunately holds little regard for others. If not for his tactical skill, he wouldn't be commanding a battalion. He isn't expected to rise any further in the Irregulars. Major Rianne Jungholt is renowned for what she calls her battle sense. At times, she can predict an enemy's action, an ability that has enabled her to amass an incredible run of kills. She's easily recognisable by the Anasazi design tattooed on her face. Tactics. The 21st Rimworlds has no recognised tactical specialty yet, however the unit's battalions are training in night operations and close quarters combat tactics. 21st Rimworlds Regiment, Veteran Fanatical Loyalty, CO Colonel Rhaegar Jekelian, XO 1st Battalion Lieutenant Colonel Isaac Goldman, 2nd Battalion Major Hank Hatfield McCoy, 3rd Battalion Major Zachary Bush. The 21st Rimworlds possesses a mixed company of clan omnimechs and battlemechs, and a battalion of advanced inner sphere designs, most of which are heavy and light. The regiment's command lance is a strengthened unit of 6 heavy mechs. The unit's 2nd battalion is named the Avatars of Painful Death after the original Avatars regiment, and contains a few survivors still in fighting condition. Irregulars leaders expect to separate the battalion from the regiment one day and use it as the nucleus for a new 3rd Blue Star regiment. Currently, the 21st is 70% upgraded. Neutron Blues, Wing Veteran Fanatical Loyalty, Wing Commander Major Rian Rumer Youngcolt. The Neutron Blues Air Wing is composed of 20 fighters grouped into 3 squadrons and a single command lance. Most of the craft are from the old Avatars aerospace assets, which assisted Hell's Black Aces against the Jade Falcon warship and Omni fighters during the space battle over Quarell. Each fighter has at least one clan-tech weapon, though there are usually not primary weapons. 3rd Assault Armour, Battalion Regular, Fanatical. Armour Commander Major Nefaris Angvan Harobis. The 3rd Assault Armour Battalion was separated from the 1894 Armour Regiment to serve as the nucleus for the 21st Rimworld's armour support. The unit uses heavy vehicles, organised into an assault battalion of 4 companies each, with 4 lancers. The extra vehicles are the survivors of the original 21st Rimworld's armour support forces. 2nd Avatars Infantry, 2nd Company, Veteran Fanatical Loyalty. Infantry Commander Major Wanda Phillips. The 2nd Avatars Infantry is an anti-mech commando unit composed of survivors from the Avatars regular infantry. Since Quarell, the unit has done little training except to practice kneecapping techniques and swarm tactics. The unit is applied to the Federated Commonwealth and the Grey Death Legion for training in battlesuits, and it's high on the priority list of both. The FedCom High Command is reportedly considering issuing battle armour to the entire unit.